This episode is brought to you by FairDesk, a crypto derivatives trading platform founded by 6 former Binance execs and 3 former Morgan Stanley architects. FairDesk is a company focused on building a platform that enables traders to profit from both rising and falling markets. Sign up today and CB will credit you up to $600 in trading funds. For more information, visit fairdesk.com, link in the description below. All right, ladies and gents, we are doing it live. Welcome to another episode of My Two Satoshis with yours truly, Crypto Blood. Now, I don't know if you guys were able to hear my soundboard. I think I'm having some issues, ladies and gents. This is what happens when you don't do a stream for a couple of days. You lose your, but I'm back. I got my yerba mate. And I'm focused, man. Hope everyone's doing well out there today. Let's see who we got in the chat room really quickly. Let's hit the YouTube premium members first. Kenton's in the building. Calvin Leon is in the building as well. Shout out to him. We got Red River in the house. The Kid Cole. Com in? I don't know. Help me out with that one, brother. I don't know what that one. G Hagen. Real Black. Who else we got? Dr. Moda. Jason Mack, lifer, friend in the building. Thank you guys for tuning in and joining me today. I am back in the building, ready to get rock and rolling. Because listen, we got a lot to talk about, as I always say, but I always do. I'm telling you. Colorado, Minnesota, gotcha. Shout out to you. I don't know which city you're in right now. You can't be in both, all right? You got to pick. Bloodalytics.com. Check us out today. We actually just went live. I went live with the actual main signal for copy trading on FairDesk. So you can sign up and sync the account that you have on FairDesk with me, and it will trade when I trade. All right. So check it out. You guys, that was one of the biggest complaints. People just could not keep up with the trades. So I'll be handling that for you guys. Until I get the API situation hashed out. I am working with FairDesk right now. They've been helping me. I've been doing some tests and trying to get all that together. So ultimately, at some point, I can just focus on maintaining the script and the strategy and not have to trade it as well. It is a task. Again, cryptoblood.io or bloodalytics.com. Link in the description below. You can save 50% off if you sign up 6-month or 12-month and deposit at least $1,000. When you do that, send me your UID number and I will generate a promo code for you worth 50% off. All right. I did just do an update on Bloodalytics since inception versus HODL versus Blood. And as you guys can see, HODL has come back though. HODL was down, I want to say 60%. So it's rallied since the last time I've updated these stats. This is based on a $4,000 account. It is now down. If you've just held since August 15th when Bloodalytics started, you will be down 14.8% essentially versus being up 65%, almost 67% if you were trading each trade on the signal for Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Binance. So there you go. Sign up again, fairdesk.com, link in the description below. Great exchange. I love the simplicity of it. Use it every day, of course, because I'm trading every day. All right, Rumble in the jungle with me over at rumble.com. I'll drop a link to that in the chat room right now. 108 people checking me out over there. Make sure you guys continue the support and check me out over there as well. I've got to start Rice. Shout out to Rice because he told me I need to start doing my keywords on Rumble. I didn't know that they didn't transfer over, so got to start doing that. More work for me, but hey, I think in the long run it's going to work out and pay off because The censorship here on YouTube is insane. The shadow banning is insane. So that's why I need you 35 people right now to smash that Georgia Peach, please. Smash that like button. We need the help right now. It'll help the algorithm. It'll help CBTV. Let more people know we are live right now. Yes, sir. We are live right now. So look, to move forward here today, we are going to be talking about a signal, a move, something happened in the Dixie that I have to tell you guys about, that I have to prepare you for. And I think the market still hasn't really priced it in. We did see Jerome Powell, that is Jay Powell, the pusher man, speak today. Did move the markets a little bit. I don't know where we are right now. We'll take a look at that in a minute too. But yeah, I think it still hasn't manifested what is going on with the Dixie. And we're going to take a look at that for sure today. But first, you know what I'm doing nowadays, guys. The word of the day, acquiesce. I'm sure most of you know that one. If you don't, now you do. Acquiesce means to accept something reluctantly, but without protest. So let me know what you are acquiescing to these days in the crypto scene. I would love to know. Let's take a look at this chart of the day. Bitcoin versus USD on the Bitfinex chart. This is where, of course, you guys know this is my 2 Satoshi chart. I've been doing this chart since 2017. This is the same chart, scribble, scrabble all over the place. And this is where I try to keep you guys updated on what is going on, and you can't even see it. Now you can, though. So as you guys can see, earlier today, something happened right here. That is Jay Powell made some noise. He shook it up a little bit. We went up, then we went down. Man, this is a bearish engulfing candle right here. So to see that engulf and then we turn back around and go up again, that is very bullish. This is bearish, but that move there, those 4 hours post that bearish engulf candle, guys, is very bullish. I'm very impressed. Now, if we breach that, we have to breach the top of that. But I'm just saying, just seeing that alone is pretty bullish. Though I'm not still bullish. Listen, I have my convictions, and the reason I had my convictions and held strong to them when we were at $69,000, when everyone else was saying $100,000, I kept going out there saying we're heading lower, because of the fundamentals. If you have a thesis and you've done your research, you comb through the scenarios, and none of the underlying facts have changed, then you shouldn't change. Your opinion shouldn't change about the direction of the market. And this goes and you can really apply this to life too. So it's all about being, confident in your research. Most people don't know that David Rubenstein, who did the interview at Economic Club of Washington, is Jerome Powell's former boss. Yeah, David Rubenstein, the billionaire guy, he has a pretty nice, I don't know if you want to call it podcast, but he used to have a show where he interviewed like very influential people on Bloomberg, I think, for years. I don't know if he still does. SPX got acquiesced into trading like a crypto. You ain't lying. That's a good one, Woo. Shout out to Woo for that one. Red River says the Fed is embracing painless disinflation and hopes it continues. We're going to talk about disinflation today as well. The Fed doing Fed stuff. Absolutely talking double speaking it. That's what I call it. So, yeah, I'm still not convinced. Though, short term, this is very impressive to see this line at 22,700 hold strong. Do you hear me? This thing has been holding strong. I mean, it dipped down in there early in the breakout. I don't even count that. I start counting how, basically the points for the bulls right here. 1, 2, can't really see that one. 3, 4, 5. Good God. I mean, and then really, I'm going to go ahead and lump this one in here too. Why not? It's not there quite, but very close. All right. 5, 6 times, bro. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tests on the 2,000 or 22,700 area on Bitcoin. Pretty strong. What do you guys think? Is that enough for us to move higher? Do you think that's the Bulls telling the Bears, Mutombo, blocking you, not going lower? Won't happen. I told you guys the other day that the same guy that from, I forgot what university he's from, but he did a whole long report back in 2017-18 about how the markets were being manipulated by one single whale entity, propping the price of Bitcoin up via Tether. It was a Tether Bitcoin operation, if you want to call it, that occurred. And he's back. He's back. He's saying the same thing is happening now. He's got evidence of it. And it's funny, I even reported on that because I was saying this on my own offline, like the price action here is very weird. But I can't just attribute it to cryptos only. This is not a crypto thing because we're seeing the same moves or floor on the equities, on the SPX, on the Dow, NASDAQ. They're all like holding up when we've got so much fundamentally wrong with the economy, guys. There's no reason why we should be heading up. So I can't just narrow it down to manipulation in the crypto markets. I think there's a broader potential manipulation in the equity markets. And we know the crypto markets are very, very correlated, highly correlated, I should say, with the equity market. So it is what it is. This move here earlier today at about 12 o'clock, 12:45 to be more exact, because there was a delay in Jerome Powell speaking. He was supposed to speak at 12, I believe. He ended up speaking at 12:40. I wonder what that was about. Did he have a little backdoor meeting with the you-know-who's, the plunge protection teams, the whoever, to have him say the right thing to keep this market up? I don't know. But he did speak, ladies and gents. We're going to talk about all of that later in today's episode. Make sure you guys hit that thumbs up. We got 57 people in the building right now. 57 people. Let's go. Hit that thumbs up for me. I would greatly appreciate it. So, we are, and you guys can't hear any of my, there we go. Now you can hear me. Yeah, hit that thumbs up, guys. What I wanted to say, though, is this is what we're going to be talking about today. The Dixie US Dollar Currency Index is at 103 today. And I'm going to show the chart later in the episode so you understand what just happened. Didn't happen necessarily today. Kind of happened yesterday. I didn't do a video yesterday. But, man, I'm telling you something. It is telling us. The Dixie is really, really telling us something. Dow Jones ended up in the green today. It went flip-flopping back and forth, like I think Wu said, back and forth, up and down, just like the crypto markets. Should not be doing that. This is not healthy for an equities market to do this. These are billions and billions of dollars of people's pension funds. This is should not be acting as a highly speculative asset class, but it is. Dow Jones up 0.78% today. S&P up 1.29%, and NASDAQ up almost 2%, closing it up 1.9% today. VIX down. Wow, down almost 4%. Smack that peach booty. That is for sure. Make sure you guys do that. Thank you, Mr. Sakila, for letting the people know. Wu said that Aladdin Tether 3-piece combo breaking the roof. That's hilarious. So, what is going on here, guys? I mean, we're going to talk about this too. Zoom. And might as well do it now. Zoom lays off another 1,300 people from the tech industry laid off, guys. Insane. So, Zoom to lay off 1,300 people or employees, about 15% of its workforce. This is the recurring theme I'm seeing here, guys. It's in between 7, 8%, and 15% that I'm seeing these tech companies laying off left and right. All right. The CEO wrote in a blog post that as the world continues to adjust to life after the pandemic, the company needs to adapt to the uncertainty of the global economy. But wait a minute. Shouldn't the economy be doing better after a pandemic? Not having more uncertainty. The uncertainty was during the pandemic. Why are we having an issue now? Why are CEOs saying recession now? Someone let me know what you think about that. That's crazy that he's saying we need to adapt to uncertainty of the global economy when we just went through this last few generations biggest pandemic. All right. Very interesting that he made that point. Shares, of course, of Zoom closed up about 9.8% today because capitalism, right? Cut costs, increase revenue. No feelings for the employees. Capitalism doesn't care. Never has, never will. I'm telling you guys, this capitalism ain't all out what it's made to be. I'm telling you, I'm not saying socialism. No, please. No communism either. It has to be a new and better way of conducting ourselves in the marketplace. I think capitalism has run its course, very close to. I just don't want us to go back to socialism or communism and repeat the cycle again. We can't do that. I hope we don't. It'll be a damn bad world for my kids to live in if we do that. But again, Zoom shares up 9.8% after the news. Last piece of the puzzle said, what's good? Did I miss the signal talk? Yeah, the signal talk. Yeah. No, you didn't. I thought you were talking about Bloodalytics. I will be doing a Bloodalytics video for the members. I have to still put out the last week's performance. I'll do that this evening for the team as well. But no, we're going to talk about this Dixie in a minute, sir. So you're just in time. For sure, artificial intelligence is going to lay off a lot of tech workers in 2023. Exactly, Red River. Round of applause to him because he gets it. This is not even necessarily AI related, ladies and gentlemen. This is literally recession related layoffs. The next wave in tech and in outside of tech is going to be AI based layoffs. I'm telling you guys, you better buckle up. I am so serious. You better get some dry powder because the prices you see today of all these risk on assets are going to be significantly lower. Don't say Crypto Blood didn't tell you. Mr. Skila said, have it contacting Dell. He says cutting a lot more than the public reported. I believe it. I surely believe it. Crony capitalism is the problem. I've heard that one. But in all actuality, Daddy-O, capitalism without cronyism is still a cutthroat. Now, I guess, hey, maybe your argument could be there is no perfect solution. That's possible. Is capitalism the best imperfect solution? Possibly. You could be right. It is not perfect, though. Even capitalism without the cronyism is still a cutthroat business and really doesn't care about your feelings. Neither does life. So, hey, maybe I'm just asking for too much. We got Crypto Plan in the building. Howdy to you, my friend. World Fresh said word for sure. Mr. Sakila also states Dell already working AI-based systems on the back end. Of course, they all are. Mexican Charlie Lee, I haven't seen him in a while. Round of applause to him. Thanks for tuning in, my friend. He says, I just want to know if Blood thinks Litecoin hits all-time high this year before the halving. No. Wrong number, cat. You got the wrong number, cat. Shout out to my man, Mexican Charlie Lee. That's my guy. No, I don't think all-time highs this year for any new crypto or any crypto. New or old. How about that? Well, new could. It's easy for a new coin to hit all-time highs because it just came out. So it's possible that new coins do. Daddy-O said capitalism is it's the cleanest dirty shirt compared to the rest of the options. You know what? I might have to agree with you there, man. We shall see, but we got to keep our minds open and always be searching for another solution. I think there is one. I don't know what it is. We've never seen it. That's the problem. So I can't think of something that we've never seen. But I think something is coming. I just, again, hope it's not socialism 2.0 mixed with a little CBDC, UBI, nah, we don't want that. The Kid Co said publicly traded companies are killing capitalism. Privately run companies that don't answer to guys in $5,000 suits are the answer. I agree. Great comment right there. Great comment. GMX just hit all-time high. Not following that one, last piece. Nothing is going to improve society until the money is fixed. Very true. Good one, Daddy-O, for sure. So, again, 67 people in the building. Let's get that thumbs up. Smack that Georgia peach for me so we can get more people in the building before we get to the climax. The climax. I'm not trying to talk dirty to you tonight, but the climax of tonight's episode. Let's take a look at this one out of Watcher.Guru. Federal Reserve issues new crypto banking restrictions. Say what? Yeah, buddy. The war is on, ladies and gentlemen. Federal Reserve has issued new crypto banking restrictions within a policy published today. The regulators have implemented a new policy that prohibits digital assets to be integrated into regulated banking due to concerns over security. Say what? What do you mean by that? They issued the final rule today that interpreted the section 913 of the Federal Reserve Act to confront the integration of digital assets into the federal banking sector. The section sets guidelines and restrictions on member banks by the Federal Reserve. So, I'm not too sure what to take of that. Let me know, guys, what you think about this move by the Federal Reserve, not allowing member banks to integrate digital assets into regulated systems. So does that mean that banks can't use crypto? Very, very confused here. The Federal Reserve has issued new crypto banking restrictions. The guidelines were crafted following a number of inquiries, notifications, and proposals from state member banks regarding crypto asset related activities. All right, the entities on the state level that operate within the requirements of the Federal Reserve System. Moreover, these institutions are overseen by 12 different regional banks across the country. Blah, blah, blah. The published rule notes significant risk, quote unquote, in regard to the crypto asset sector, likely speaking to the criminal activity uncovered throughout. Blah, 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 blah. Always criminal, always terrorist, right? That's how they pass it on. That's how they give it up. You know what? I'm not even going to say, but you can get what I'm saying. That's how they stick it to us every time. Under the guise of security, national security, terrorism. There you go. Be your own bank. That's it. Be your own bank. My man, R.A. Daniel in the building. Shout out to him. Grabbed them cookies back in November when it was dirt down. All right. No doubt. Shutting off on and off ramps. Very, very likely. Very likely. And this is what I mean. And I was trying to explain to people for many months. It's been over 15, 16 months. I've been saying, hey guys, they can restrict and pretty much ban cryptocurrencies. It's very possible. It's very easy to do that, especially here in the United States. Very easy to do it. I don't know why you guys think that doesn't mean you can't go get some Bitcoin or some crypto, but it could be awfully damn hard. And you'll be breaking rules to do so. It's possible. Don't get it twisted. Binance announces temporary suspension of USD bank transfers. This kind of correlates possibly with what's going on here by the Federal Reserve new banking restrictions. The suspension is expected to affect only a tiny fraction of Binance user base. Yeah, because it's for non-U.S. citizens, I believe. if I'm not mistaken. It's going to be starting on tomorrow. So the world's largest cryptocurrency exchange announced on Monday that it will pause all deposits and withdrawals in USD from bank accounts starting tomorrow. Why the suspension? After announcing the suspension over Twitter, Binance offered no particular explanation for why it was taking place. However, it clarified that the pause would only affect a small portion of its users. Here we go, guys. Starting to heat up. It is starting to heat up. The next one is out of Daily Coin. And oh man, let me do a one gun salute for this one. Digital pound could be a new form of payment, UK finance minister says. So according to reports, the Bank of England has resolved to develop a digital pound. Wow. This is interesting. As per emerging reports, the Bank of England has resolved to commence work on developing the digital pound for future usage. Listen to this. Apex Bank, as reported, will work with the country's finance minister to develop a plan to ensure the acceleration of digital currency. According to the finance minister, the digital pound will come into fruition before the second half of this decade, thereby aiding payments for goods and services. Now, here's the lie part. While cash is here to stay, come on now. What do you mean while cash is here to stay? Do you really want us to believe you think cash, you're okay with cash? You're never okay with cash. Cash is more of a threat to you than digital currencies, than cryptocurrencies, not digital currencies. Let me be more specific. Decentralized currencies, decentralized digital currencies. Cash is more of a threat to you than that, because at least with cryptocurrencies, decentralized ones, for the most part, except those that are, of course, anonymous coins, as of right now. I think that's going to change. All those transactions you've done on Anom coins might be at threat in the future. But I've already talked about that. If you missed that episode, I have to go back and search and find it. I talked about how they can harvest and wait. It's a strategy. Okay. While cash is here to stay, Jeremy Hunt says, a digital pound issued and backed by the Bank of England could be a new way to pay that's trusted, accessible, and easy to use. The Bank of England wants to make the digital pound accessible through digital wallets, just like cryptocurrencies. However, as revealed, the private sector will offer wallets through smart cards and smartphones. Listen to this. The currency run will make the currency run both on and offline payments without any interest paid on holdings. Without any interest paid on holdings. So not only are you taking it up the you know what with this whole migration to CBDCs, but you ain't getting no interest on the money. None. Boy. All right. Call it crony capitalism if you want. Call it whatever. But this is getting out of hand. This is getting out of hand. Yeah, cash is trash, you say. Send me all that you have. And won't be, you'll appreciate cold hard cash in the very near future. Never too late to drop in on a Blood live stream. Shout out to my man Conrad. Thank you for tuning in, my friend. Mind of Tron, don't have any, burn it into crypto. Second I get it. I hear that. Cash available for Black Ops. Of course. Sounds like traditional banking to me. Yes, sir. What's the signal? Hey, you came late, but not too late. Yeah, we'll be talking about it, my friend. Anything for clicks in the building, shout out to him. So, yeah. Now, this is the crazy thing. I literally just, and I made a mistake and closed it, but I literally was on Twitter earlier today, and shout out to my man, knowledgeable black man, for sending me this. Just in, Bank of England proposes 10 to 20K holding limit per person for its digital pound. A holding limit. He said nasty stuff. Yeah, I mean, this is the world we're awaiting. So again, physical cash couldn't look any better. I'm just being honest with you. You're going to wish you were able to use physical cash somewhere. But, So, the next article is about ChatGPT. You know, that's the raving subject nowadays. Microsoft integrates ChatGPT into Bing search engine. Oh, here we go. Oh, sugar now. Uh-oh, Google, you got some problems. Microsoft is set to integrate ChatGPT into its Bing search engine, utilizing the viral chatbot to hopefully compete with Google's search engine dominance. Now, you guys don't know or weren't aware. Let me help and update and inform you. Microsoft has spent a significant amount of money privately in OpenAI, the company that created ChatGPT. I don't know how many billions they've spent already, but they're looking to allocate another 10 billion into the company, and they're making their partnership stronger than ever. As is stated here in this article, you will now see it in Bing search. They've been implementing it in Teams, Office Teams. Don't know who the hell uses that anymore, but this may be a resurgence for Microsoft. Boy, how the tides can turn. Royal Fresh said, AL Blood, did you know about OpenAI IPO for ChatGPT was today? No, I don't think so, bro. I don't think they have an IPO, or maybe I'm misinformed or late. Google, I think they're still private. Google is doing the same thing in 2 months called Bard. We're going to talk about that, Crypto Clan. I love my subscribers, man. You guys are always on it. You're on top of it. You're connecting the dots. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go. Let's go. We're going to talk about that in a second, my G. 1 billion in 2019, and again another 10 billion. There you go in 2023. So 11 billion. They're putting all their cars down. The battle of the tech giants. Let's see who wins. Amen. It's going to be very interesting for accredited investors. Could the crypto euro be a sign of the end of the currency? Crypto allows the full control of the currency. Or is that pound? I can't tell on my screen. But no. This is the thing, guys. Is Bing still around? Yeah, right, exactly. No, it's just been resurrected. Call it Jesus. That's the new name of it. It's just been resurrected, my friend. I don't know who would use or did use Bing. Woke search. Badu's AI is called Ernie Bot. That's whack. What I was gonna say though, I was gonna say something, guys. I just lost my train of thought on it. So let's finish it with the Watcher Guru article though about Microsoft. The Wall Street Journal has reported that Microsoft is set to integrate ChatGPT into its Bing search engine. I think like very soon. Very soon. The report notes that there will be an event Tuesday to announce the upgraded search engine. That's today, I believe, stating the Bing upgrade will enable a new kind of search in which people will pose questions to the search engine in natural language, and it will generate direct answers. Now, here's my question about this, because we all know, I'm going to be first in line. They got ChatGPT Pro coming out, $45 a month. How is that any different? I know there has to be a difference. Maybe you don't get as much in the Bing search. I don't know. We'll have to see. But this is definitely a game changer. It forces the hand of Google. Now they have to rush out, and we're going to talk about that in a second. Now they got to rush out and make a move, man. It's mind-blowing how fast we're moving here, guys. And the thing is, this is how you have like mutual destruction on both ends, because it's a race to the bottom. So one has to up the other and get a leg up on the other, and they're just gonna keep rolling out tech, right? To keep the dominance, the AI dominance, and all while eliminating everybody's job. There ain't gonna be no jobs left. All you're gonna have is UBI. So I think this is what's playing out here. It's not a good look. People are all excited about ChatGPT. I've been talking about GPT for over a year and a half now. Go look it up. It's recorded. It's not on the blockchain, but it's on the database. It's on the YouTube cloud. All right. I've done videos about it. So I'm trying to stay ahead of the curve. For those who choose to listen to CBTV, you are going to get the latest and the ability and help you connect the dots the right way. The technology's integration is certainly a step forward for the search engine and gives it an edge that Google could not currently compete with. Oh, but how you might just be wrong, my friend, because guess what? Ars Technica just put out this article here, guys. Sounds like Google will unveil its ChatGPT clone February 8th, not next week, my friend. Someone said next week or later in the month. Not tomorrow. Tomorrow, my friend. So, just that. What did I just say? They're gonna. It's a race. It's an arms race. Whatever they had plans for, they're being thrown out. They're being rearranged. This is a war, guys, of epic proportions. And guess what? Who are the casualties? You are the casualties. You know, we got a situation like this on our hands. Your job, your career is looking like Ricky in that alley. It's not looking good, homie. Not looking good. And guess what? Guess who is hanging out that window? I don't know. We don't know who's hanging. I mean, it could be Google. It could be Microsoft / OpenAI. It could be another company. Listen, all I know is that they're all going to compete to take share, the largest share in this AI or AG. It's not. We're not AGI yet. That's artificial general intelligence. But we're going to be so quickly approaching that level and powerfulness of AI. I can't even say it's going to take 2 years for us to get to AGI. I don't think more than 3 years, to be honest with you. So, yeah, Google. It will be, of course, shown on YouTube, streamed on YouTube tomorrow. But everyone panic. Yep, next week Google is hosting what can only be described as an emergency event. According to the invite sent The Verge, the event will revolve around using, quote unquote, using the power of AI to reimagine how people search for, explore, and interact with information, making it more neutral or natural, I should say, and intuitive than ever before to find what you need. So in other words, Google's going to fire up its photocopier and stick OpenAI's ChatGPT onto the plane tank. Nah. I don't think it's a copy, homie. That's where they got it wrong, because I've been following what Google has been doing as much as I possibly can through a lot of AI research papers and such. That's really the only way you can find out what's going on with Google's AI projects. They don't really publicly talk about it too much. No, they got something real good. It ain't ChatGPT at all. It's his own beast, ladies and gentlemen. Google has plenty of AI technology, it says here in the article, but it is mostly not open to public. It has a chat bot language called Lambda. All right. I think you guys should know about that. And an image generation AI called Imagine. Google keeps everything internal and only talks about it every once in a while. Listen, guys. Oh boy. We got a problem on our hands. Remember this guy. I talked about this as well. Remember when Google fired its software engineer for coming out saying that their chat AI, Lambda, had a conscience. Yes, it was sentient. Blake Lemon, I don't know if you guys remember that. I covered this as well. Violated Google's policies, they said, and that his claims were wholly unfounded. Yeah, right. Why would he do this? Like, it makes no sense. Why would he jeopardize a cozy, cushy, which, you know, he probably would have been fired anyway. You know, Google laid off 12,000 employees. Might not have been fired from the AI department. That department ain't going nowhere for a while. Last piece of the puzzle said, yep, I remember CB. Yep, Blake Lemon and Lambda. Yeah, buddy. So listen, from what I understand, from what I'm hearing, Lambda is like 5 to 10 times better than ChatGPT. But see, Google wasn't trying to, there was no need for them to push that out there. There was no need to show their hand when they were the dominant force in search engine queries in the globe, on the globe. So there was no need to show their hand. Now it's time that they show their hand. So tomorrow, man, I can't wait. I might pay-per-view it. I might pay myself just to watch it. That's how excited I'm gonna be to see what the hell is going on. Boy, Google keeps everything. So yeah, like I said, guys, tomorrow is the day. You'll be able to see live on YouTube. I don't know what time. Let me see if it shows it in here. I can't find it on here. What time they're going to release this or go live with this. They call it Bard. That's a horrible name. They could have used their own AI to come up with a better name than that. I'll tell you that much. But yes, it will be streamed live. Not sure what time tomorrow. For about 40 minutes. I'm sure you can search and find it. But it is on and popping, ladies and gentlemen. It is not a game. Things are going to be changing very fast, very quickly. And I just hope you guys are prepared. Because it will affect you directly or indirectly in the next, I would say, 12 to 16 months. You personally will be affected by this. Crocodile Dunny in the building. Round of applause to him. Grinch said, what are the chances that Google had Lambda code the search engine they released? Or at least updated? It's a possibility. For sure. AI is old. Making it public is new. Why? It's powerful, man. Google is enjoying its control over the world. They're sharing more and more of their information with the NSA, CIA, while sharing less and less new tech with the public. Very true. Good observation there, Corey. Good observation. So, you know, here's the thing with this chat, with Bard or whatever. Yeah, there was no point in showing their hand. Now they have to, though. Now they have to keep their dominance. And so they're going to, and here's one thing more about why I know Google's AI is orders of magnitude better than ChatGPT, OpenAI's. Because guess what? Everyone has a Google account. A lot of people have Android accounts or Android phones. You know, the amount of data that they can use to train their AI, there is no one else on the planet that has more access to data to train its AI. Yeah. So Red River says the event will be streamed on YouTube at 8:30 a.m. Thank you for that. Round of applause for Red River for checking that out. Appreciate that, my friend. So make sure you guys call in to work late. You're going to get fired anyway at some point in the near future because of this shit. So might as well just go ahead and get a couple more hours in free before you go in and watch this live stream at 8:30. I'm just saying, you need to know what the hell is going on. Anything for clicks. So how long before Google AI is our ruler? I think it's going to get to the point where it's going to get so powerful, you're definitely going to have some government intervention going on, some antitrust type stuff heading out and about. Yes, Google been gathering data for years. Tesla has the best AI bots, though. We don't know. I would say, I probably would say Google might have them beat. I can see Apple making a ChatGPT as well. Yeah, Siri needs some help. It's horrible. They've collected one data set. Now it's time for the next before the finishing move. Yeah, I hear that, Swap House, for sure. So let's move on, guys. I want to get to the main subject here in a second, but remember this one. Many people cover this on YouTube. Former Coinbase product manager pleads guilty in insider trading case. So this is actually the first insider trading case in crypto. Round of applause for that, I guess. I guess. I don't know. But whatever, right? Yeah. So if you guys don't recall, he pled not guilty at first. And I was like, well, why would you do that? Clearly, like your brother just flipped on you. Two other people, you got the evidence is stacked up against you. Why would you plead not guilty? And now I'm understanding why now. Because this is the same tactic that SBF is using, guys. He pleads not guilty so that the delays. Because if you plead guilty, it's like, boom, go ahead and read your whatever and boom, you're off to jail. Plead not guilty. You can change your decision at a later date in the future. You can do that. So this is why they do that. They punt, can kick. They do what the Federal Reserve does. They just punt it, trying to punt it. So he punted his demise by pleading not guilty initially. And as of today, I think he pled guilty. So I'm not sure how much time he's going to get, but it was over about $1.5 million of gains. He essentially was telling people what coins were going to be listed on Coinbase before they were actually listed. He is going to be sentenced between 36 and 47 months in prison. That's a slap on the wrist. And his sentencing hearing will be on May 10th. So there you have it, guys. SBF going to get something way worse than that, my friend. You better believe it. So let's move on to this signal, guys. I'm gonna show you the signal first, and then we'll go over what Jerome Powell said earlier today. But let me just explain something to you. Okay. What we saw happen, maybe not today. I think it actually happened yesterday. Could have been, yeah, I think it was yesterday. Let's see here, 31st, the 1st. Okay, so it really was like February 1st is when it started, or the bottom happened, but you started to see it manifest, guys, through the 2nd and 3rd. And now we're here. But basically what we saw here, I don't know about the golden cross. I don't look at any of the I don't look at any of those indicators for Dixie. I'm just, I just eyeball it real quick. Shout out to my man Hooli Savage. If you guys don't know who Hooli Savage is, let me round of applause. And he is the maker of the theme song for Off the Chain that I do on the weekend, stacking my coins. Shout out to Hooli Savage. Shout out to him. Where do I get the Holla hoodies? Yes, the Holla hoodies available should be under this video. You can order right through, forgot who it is, Teesprings or T whatever. Yeah, get them right there, bro. Got like 2 or 3 different colors for you. Crocodile said, what are your thoughts on, I don't know anything about that one, brother. No, nothing about that. We got a golden cross and a death cross at the same time. What's a newbie to do? On the Dixie, Wendell? That's crazy. Let me know if that's what you're talking about. But what we have here, guys, the signal is a literally a price action signal that occurred or started on the 1st of February. We couldn't see it because it didn't fully manifest yet. But on the 1st of February is when the signal begin to manifest itself. And what signal is that? I'm talking about it not crossing below 101.20. Let's just go ahead and say 101. And yes, we may see a temporary move higher in crypto and in stocks, but the writing is looking like it's on the wall, especially if we clear. Let me move over here. I'm gonna zoom out. Especially if we clear 105. We clear 105, guys. That is definitely going to show us we are moving higher in the Dixie. Higher in the Dixie means lower in stocks and in cryptocurrencies because they are risk-on assets, and these assets are priced in dollars. And if the dollar gets stronger, then the price of those assets against the dollar has to head lower. It doesn't happen right away. It doesn't happen right away. It takes some time for it to manifest through these markets. Red River said, I think 101.404 was the bottom on Wednesday during the press release. Wow. Close, but no cigar for the Bulls. And again, you have to, I'm strong in my conviction here, guys. A number of reasons. Fed. Okay. Jerome, J. Powell. Jerome is still going to continue with his interest rate hikes. I believe not pausing anytime soon. I can't believe he's reduced to 25 basis points, but okay, whatever. That's going to continue. Then you have all these layoffs. The recession is here. These big companies aren't laying off they're not laying off 12,000 people, 10,000 people, 7,000 people to then just turn around in Q3 or Q4 of this year to rehire all those people. No. There were severance packages for many of those jobs. They ain't going to be rehiring. Okay. AI is going to help. They're going to be able to be just fine. So the issue here is recession, Fed. Those are the underlying things that I think are going to have us head lower. Ultimately, we may see a pop, and you see pops in bear markets, guys, because of really three or four reasons. One being short covering, right? This is why you see the biggest rips are in the bear market, because there's like a 2x on these rallies. Short covering, those people who have been short, taking their profits. You have to, in order to take the profits on the short, you have to buy the stock back that you borrowed. So you're buying the stock or buying the crypto back. That is creating some buying pressure, some upward pressure. On top of that, you got gamma squeezes. Those are individuals that are straight up buying along with the shorts. And it's a recipe for a lot of nuts being clipped, because ultimately at the end, guess who's the last order of work there? Retail investors. Yep. They're always last because they wait for the information to be given to them instead of going out and seeking the information for themselves. They wait for CNBC, they wait for CNN, they wait for XYZ to tell them it's a rally, it's time to buy, and guess what? They're the last ones in and the ones that get their nuts clipped the biggest. Just saying. So I think we may see a nice rally off this $22,000 Bitcoin area. It's possible. I mean, we do have to clear this bearish engulf candle right here, guys. That's a big signal right there of bearishness for crypto. I don't really trade. I don't trade at all in the equities market, so I can't speak on that. But this is a very bearish signal, followed by a very bullish, not very, but a bullish signal, because a very bearish signal or bullish signal would have been after this one here. Let me just highlight this for you really quickly. Man, I don't use these these drawings, so you have to bear with me, because I don't know where anything is. So here we go. So this was very bearish. It's a bearish engulf candle. What would have been bullish is if the next candle would have been a bullish engulf candle. But we didn't see that. Instead, we saw just a run up after the drop. It took 4 or 5 hours, but so yeah, guys, that is the signal that, to me, lets me know the markets aren't confident in this rally, and we're seeing a double bottom here, and here. The other bottom was down here on May of last year, and we're not out to clear yet. We have to clear 105. Let me be very clear about that. We have to clear 105 on the Dixie before I can for sure say we are heading higher from here, and a stronger dollar is on our menu. Now, Fed Chair Jerome says inflation is starting to ease, but interest rates still likely to rise. So here we go with the doubly speak, new words being made and all this. The Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell said Tuesday that disinflation has begun, but is going to take time. Now, you may say, you've heard of inflation, you've heard of deflation. What the hell is disinflation? Disinflation, guys, and this is the operative word I've actually highlighted here. Disinflation is a temporary slowing of the pace of price inflation, and is used to describe instances when the inflation rate has reduced marginally over the short term. Temporary. So that means this disinflation is inflation slowing, but only temporarily, I should say. So why is the market getting ahead of itself? You have to ask it, because CB, I ain't buying it. All right, I'm not buying it. So we'll have to see what happens here, but this one out of Market Watch. The U.S. dollar could put this stock market rally to a big test, for sure. And it just kind of goes over what I was just showing you guys in the Dixie. All right. But I personally think, guys, there are too many tailwinds out there for us to say it is over. This is what bear markets do. They get as many people as they can in there to just amputee and just slice your legs out up from under you. It's going to get you. Don't let it get you. Don't let that bear claw get you. Royal Fresh said the blender was on high today. A lot of people got shredded. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. The pace is slowing equals disinflation, but it's temporary. That's the key part that he did not mention, and the markets know this. They got to know this. They're professionals. Why aren't they recognizing it? There is a bunch of noise out of Bank of Japan and successor that will play an outsized role in the dollar strength, more weakness. Or more weakness. I got you. The BRICS are going to kill the dollar, in your opinion. I hear you. Long term, yeah. Maybe. Not short term, though. I think we still have another leg higher with the dollar. But we shall see, guys. Recession is here. You don't see these types of layoffs without a recession being here. Recession is looming when you got 1,300 people zooming. How you like that? Crypto Blood. Make sure you guys like, share, subscribe, click that bell, all that good stuff. I'm out of here. Holla.
Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live.
Okay. Ready?
Fucking thing sucks. We'll do it live.
Okay.